Time for a reading vlog. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got the Stephen King fairy tale reading vlog. So, this book is a bit bigger than a normal one. Well, I'm not going to say a normal one. King's not normal. Kind of gives me like cover vibes of Billy Summers. Kind of feels the same, and it's got like the cool like picture of the cover on the spine. Whatever. I don't know a whole lot about this book. It's been out for, when you guys watch this, either 3 days or 4. We're not sure when we're going to put it up, but hopefully this weekend. So I'm starting this on Wednesday, the day after release, because I had to work yesterday and close. I just got off of work, just picked up some lunch, so we're going to eat before we start. But I am very excited to get into this book. We got all the stuff linked down below. Don't forget to check all of it out. Got the podcast starting back up. I'm probably going to be doing a podcast with this book, possibly this Monday's episode. We've got to fill. We got a whole bunch of stuff. If everything works out, it'll be this Monday. If not, it might be the following Monday. It just depends on the filming of this and everything else that's going on in our lives. But also check out Danielle's channel. My channel, obviously you're watching this video, duh. I'm also really close to 4,000 subscribers. Once I get to 4,000, we're going to do a giveaway. We'll probably do like a horror kind of thing where you might get a couple of horror stickers or like a shirt or something.
It's a whole box.
It's like, I didn't know if you were going to say bag or not. Whatever. Bag, box, you'll get it in some form or fashion. But yeah, we're going to eat and then we are going to read. I'm planning to try and get a huge chunk of this out of the way tonight. I have my fantasy football draft tonight that you'll see. I got bowling league starting tomorrow. Got all kinds of stuff planned for this reading vlog. So we're going to eat, then we're going to start fairy tale. So we'll see you at the beginning. I am on chapter 7 of fairy tale. About 100-something pages in, maybe. First impressions, it doesn't feel like a King book. I think there's an interview where he said he didn't really want it to really come across that way, and I could definitely tell. It doesn't feel fantasy either. I can't really think of, I don't know, it just kind of just seems like a story. That's, I mean, I know that sounds really stupid, but it doesn't like I was trying to figure out the shirt to wear for today's thing, and I did the gunslinger because I thought there might be some Dark Tower references. So far, pretty much all that's happened is a older gentleman has broken his leg, and our main character Charlie is basically being his like caregiver. But pretty much he's just kind of been the caregiver for this guy. It's a kid who is in high school, played baseball, played football. I think he's still going to be part of the football team, but he basically walked out on the baseball team after the coach was kind of being a douche to him. And I like Charlie as a character. He's a really like heartwarming kid. Radar kind of seems like a really nice, loving dog. It just, like I said, I can't get a sense of any horror, any fantasy yet, or anything like that. It just kind of sounds like somebody's telling us a story. And I don't hate it. But there is mysterious stuff going on with this guy's shed. And I really want to know what's going to happen with the shed situation. So I'm waiting for that to happen. But so far, the first 100-something pages, not a whole lot's happening. We got about an hour before my draft. And so we're going to keep reading a little bit. And then we're probably going to pause for the draft. And then continue reading after the draft. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So we are at the draft portion of the reading vlog. I just picked up Justin Jefferson. I'm right in the middle. So I got pick 5 and I'm in the middle, and like half of us aren't even here, so it's auto picking for everyone else. So that's nice. So I just got to sit here and wait. I got to chapter 11 of Fairy Tale, which is page 177. Again, a lot more fantasy things are happening.
Fantasy things?
Fantasy things. Why can't I remember the old guy's name? Mr. Bowditch, I probably just botched his name, has passed away. And he pretty much just revealed to Charlie that everything in his will is now his, and he revealed to him that in the shed there's a mystical land, and that's basically what this image is. There's like a hole in his shed, and I guess he also revealed that he's like 100-something years old, and that he's come back like 4 separate times to be other people in his family. And this is the first time, I think, in his will he gave everything to somebody else, and he gave it to Charlie. And so, God, the more I want to say like everything went to Charlie, I think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's been a very intriguing story. Again, I'm going to settle on story for right now because nothing fantasy-wise has happened. Stephen King actually does a narration in this. He plays Mr. Bowditch, again, probably saying his name wrong, is in a tape recording. So I actually think that was kind of cool. Which it said he was supposed to narrate in this. I was wondering when he was going to pop up. And I guess he's going to be tape recordings of this guy. But yeah, so pretty much Charlie is probably going to be enthralled to go into this tunnel place, and I guess we're just going to go on the journey with him and see what happens. So excited to see how it goes. I still have yet to make a second pick, but that's what you get for being in the middle of the draft. But yeah, we're going to keep going with this. It is getting pretty late, but I want to try and get as much done of this as I can. I'm not trying to make this 3 days long. I'm trying to do this in tonight and tomorrow. And so,
because you're off tomorrow.
I'm off tomorrow. League starts tomorrow, which you'll probably see clips of that maybe if it takes that long, which I hope not, because the league starts at like 8 p.m.
Well, yeah, because we're wanting to record the podcast on Friday.
Yeah, we're wanting to do a podcast episode with this. Somebody else said auto pick too. So I feel like half the people aren't going to be here tonight. So
we should ask Tony to do the episode.
With Fairy Tale. That'd be intriguing. Yeah, no, we're going to keep going with the draft. Deepu Samuel got picked. Damn. Oh, well. All right, well, we're going to keep going with this draft. I'm probably not going to listen while I draft so I can focus on, the draft. And then we're going to keep going with the book. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, it's the next morning. I'm still on page 177. Last night we had our draft, and then pretty much we just went to the bedroom and laid down. So it was pretty late, so just wanted to get some sleep. And it's now about 8 in the morning the next day. I am planning to get down to here or finish it today. That's the ultimate game plan, is finish it today so I can do the podcast tomorrow morning. And yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to finish this today. Again, I left off with Charlie discovering the well in Mr. Bowditch's shed. And we're going to pretty much just see where it goes from there. I'm hoping for some big Dark Tower references, but I don't know. The other theory I had was from a Buick 8, because creatures came out of the back of the Buick 8. And part of me, for some reason, thought that that was going to have a part in this book. But I'm an idiot, because literally the cover is a giant well. So it's like, yeah, there was going to be a well in the shed, but I was just being an idiot and kind of believed that the Buick 8 would be in the shed. A callback to an older Stephen King book, but whatever. But yeah, no, we're going to keep going, and might have some breakfast, but otherwise I'm going to probably be doing my normal thing, playing some baseball, so.
Hey, you're buzzing your hair later.
Yeah, that is true as well. Danielle goes to work, and then when she gets back, we'll probably be going to get my head buzzed. Oh yeah, we got all sorts of things today. Possibly some breakfast in a little bit. Gonna go get my head buzzed, and then I got bowling league tonight. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, I got about 4:17 left in Fairy Tale. I am a little over halfway, chapter 19. The fantasy portion of it has started happening. He went into the well and went into this other world, and I cannot pronounce what it is called because it's like a really weird term. I'm starting to get the vibes that there's going to be nothing Dark Tower related with this book, even though it's heavily implied that this could be another form of that world because there's 2 suns, there's 2 moons. Like, I feel like it just makes sense that it's in the same universe, but nothing has been mentioned. So, I don't know, I just have high hopes. Just anytime King comes out with a new book, I feel like there always needs to be a Dark Tower reference. And when he said that this was like pure fantasy, or fantasy-ish, I was like, oh, it's got to be references. And so far there has not been. But if there have been, and I've missed them, I don't know how I would have missed them. But if I have, let me know in the comments, because I'm on page 337, and I've gotten no Dark Tower references. So, but yeah, he just saved the dog, and it's really exciting stuff. I'm really hating these, like, little leprechaunish, like, people in this world that he's in. They, like, seem very douchey, and they suck. So, I don't know. We're going to keep going with this. I think Danielle's going to, well, I know Danielle's going to be going to work here in a minute.
And then it's haircut time. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, and then she gets back. It's haircut time. I'm probably going to take a nap. But it's coming up on 12 o'clock already. Like, my goodness. But yeah, no, we're going to keep going with this at some point. Today, like I said, I want to finish this, and I've got a little over 4 hours, so I can see that happening. So, yeah, we're going to, I don't know what's going to be next, what you're going to see, either the haircut or another update, but I don't know. So we'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, guys, I am on chapter 24 now, which I believe is page 431. I literally just looked, and I cannot remember. It is 431 of Fairy Tale, and there is... I have thoughts and predictions as to what I think is going to be happening, because I still solemnly want to believe that there is Dark Tower references in this book, but nothing has happened yet. And so, I just don't know what's going to happen. Charlie is basically being held captive in this weird place. He's a prisoner, and they, like, have to compete in games and stuff like that, and I also badly want this to have Dark Tower references, and like in some form or fashion, but I just really am starting to have doubts, and it's kind of a bummer. So, I mean, I don't know. He also hasn't had Radar with him for a couple of chapters now, and it's been kind of depressing. I want the dog back. Yeah, I have no idea where this is going to go. I have no idea what's going to happen in this book. I'm hoping that he can escape from the prison and get back to his home. King said apparently in an interview he wrote this when COVID was going on, first started going on. Actually, in the back of the book, he started writing it on my birthday, so that's kind of cool. But he said it's supposed to have a happy ending. It's supposed to be something very happy. And so I'm expecting him to get out of this. I have no idea, though, and I don't know who's going to survive and who's not. Obviously, we have already seen who has died so far. But I don't know. I'm just very intrigued with this. Right now, we got Bailey outside. We're probably going to go do the haircut now. Danielle is back in a couple of minutes here. I don't know. We're going to see where it's going to go, though. And we'll see you guys in a little bit with more updates on Fairy Tale, or you're going to see me get my hair cut. Don't know yet. I'm probably going to be shaving, too, because this looks horrendous. So, see you in the next clip. All right, we just got out of the Great Clips. I am...
You can tell.
As you guys could probably tell by the way I look right now. Beard gone, hair kind of gone, and yeah, it was just time, and with the winter season approaching, I figured why not start fresh. I don't know, just...
Your hair grows so fast.
Yeah, I know, my hair grows super, super fast. I still have got remnants of the buzz throughout my body right now, so I'll probably have to try and take another shower at some point. I don't know. But yeah, no, we're gonna get some food probably. Gonna get some food probably, not Subway, and out to the left. Actually, the right doesn't seem so bad all of a sudden. Yeah, we had major road traffic, so we're just talking about that right now. But yeah, no, we're going to go and get some food now, go home, probably read a little bit more before bowling league starts, and we'll see you somewhere. All right, guys, it is now Friday morning. I unfortunately did not get to the end of the book last night. I am pretty much exactly where I was, and by pretty much, I mean I'm exactly where I was. Danielle got home, we went and got the haircut, and then we ate dinner, and then we just kind of got sidetracked with other stuff. So I was unable to finish the book before bowling last night. Bowling happened last night, so I couldn't read during that. Since it was the first night of league, there's a meeting, and so it took forever. We didn't get even home until almost like 10:30, and by then we were just like... So it is now the next morning, and I'm going to finish this morning, and hopefully just be done with it. I'm not hating the story. I'm enjoying it. It doesn't feel like a normal Stephen King book. Obviously, he keeps saying that like he went into like his fantasy version of his head or whatever. And I'm definitely getting that. It doesn't feel like a King book. I'm not hearing a whole... I mean, there's some connections. Okay, so I mentioned this to Danielle. It kind of feels like he wrote a book out of his own kind of like universe, but is still mentioning that universe. Like he mentions Cujo, he's mentioned something with the Dark Tower, like the book series, but like, I don't know. I'm not expecting any connections at this point, but I could be wrong. I don't know. So, but yeah, we're going to finish this off, and the next clip you see will probably be me finishing this. So we'll see you guys at the end. All right. It was a long journey, but I finally have finished Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to need to kind of ponder on this one a bit. At the very end, or like the last update I had, it started getting way more into like that fantasy-driven format, and the last bit was just pure fantasy, except for the last chapter or two. There is an epilogue. I need to kind of think about this star rating, because as much as I loved the story and the characters and how it was written, deep down, I still wanted some references to other books. But as a King fan, I do realize that that is not going to happen in every single book, because it didn't happen in Billy Summers. So I think because of the format it is, the genre it is, I think I'm going to settle on about a 4-star. It didn't quite hit I kind of wanted more of the real world stuff, like Earth stuff, not the place he went to. I don't know. I like the whole battle stuff he had in the other world. I like all that was really fun and exciting. I think it kind of deteriorated down in the other world towards the end. Like it wasn't as entertaining, and then the ending happened, and I liked it. It was a happy ending. That's literally I think that's the title of the last chapter is Here's Your Happy Ending or something like that. So it was a happy ending. I was excited about that. I don't know. I just don't really have, it just doesn't quite feel like a 5-star to me. I like really enjoyed the book, but like it just didn't feel like a 5-star. So at best, I would probably say 4.5, but for right now, I think I'm going to settle at a 4-star. So, yeah, there was your Stephen King fairy tale reading vlog. It was quite the journey, and I am, I'm not going to say I'm glad it's over, but it was a long process. So it is done. I'm going to settle on 4 stars. If you've read this book, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Spoiler-free, preferably, for those who have not read the book. And, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.